The fight for global economic dominance is happening simultaneously on two entirely different battlefields. One is on the factory floor, and the other is deep inside computer networks. For decades, the United States offshored its heavy manufacturing to lower costs. At the exact same time, we left our financial infrastructure sitting on a slow, century-old banking system. That combination created a massive double vulnerability, and China is actively exploiting both weaknesses. On the physical side, they are restricting the export of rare earth minerals while directly stealing American intellectual property. We are literally seeing U.S. watermarks show up hidden inside Chinese AI models. But there is a second, hidden front. This graphic illustrates the divide. While we worry about physical supply chains on the left, China is pouring capital into the digital blockchain network on the right, building a parallel financial system designed to bypass American banks entirely. If the United States doesn't respond on both fronts, we risk losing control over the physical goods we consume and the digital rails that move our wealth. The counter-strategy starts with reshoring heavy industry. Bringing infrastructure like steel plants back to the domestic market breaks our reliance on foreign suppliers. We are seeing this happen in real time. Factories in Illinois and Maryland that make steel baskets, an industry many thought was dead, are suddenly doubling their plant sizes and acquiring competitors, relying entirely on American manufacturing. The second pillar of this physical strategy is domestic energy production, supported by sprawling petroleum infrastructure like these storage facilities. Pumping our own oil keeps global energy prices stable. Lower prices at the pump directly strip economic leverage away from China and its oil-producing allies in places like Tehran. Making our own steel and pumping our own oil provides the physical independence required to dictate terms in any global trade negotiation. Then there's the invisible battlefield. The next generation of the global financial system is currently being built on top of cryptocurrency and smart contracts. To understand how this works, we need to look at a concept called tokenization. Right now, everyday Americans rely on a 100-year-old banking wire system, where transactions are slow, segmented, and can cost up to $40 just to send money. This flowchart shows exactly how tokenization fixes that. Instead of routing through banks, assets like stocks or farmland become borderless digital tokens traded directly. Expanding the view, stablecoins allow 24/7 trading and irreversible final settlement without waiting for banks. The United States has to lead this transition. Clear federal guidelines, like the proposed Clarity Act, are necessary to give entrepreneurs the legal framework they need to build these systems domestically. When inconsistent federal guidelines force startups to relocate offshore, the U.S. forfeits its ability to set global standards, leaving China to build and dominate the next financial architecture. The traditional markets represented by the Nasdaq must evolve. Whoever builds and controls these tokenized financial rails will control the flow of global capital. A modernized U.S. economic engine requires merging these two strategies. We need physical self-reliance operating seamlessly alongside digital financial supremacy. A reshored supply chain guarantees that our domestic economy is protected from sudden foreign supply shocks and geopolitical extortion. At the same time, a fully tokenized financial system cements the U.S. dollar's global dominance. By running on crypto rails, the dollar remains the fastest and cheapest way to transact anywhere on Earth. You cannot secure 21st century power by focusing on one battlefield. You must build the physical products and own the borderless financial system that trades them. The nation that successfully masters both the physical goods and the digital rails will dictate the future of global power.